Hello and welcome to this video on print sizes. So I thought in this video I'll just go through a nice easy way of knowing what will be your best options for print sizes. Because we have, let's face it, a rather large choice when it comes to standard sort of like frame sizes, both imperial, metric and A sizes. And it can be difficult to know which is best for your picture, especially if you want a border adding at the bottom for perhaps a title or for numbering and signing. So without much further ado, I'll show you what to do. First thing we need to do is work out what our maximum print size will be. This is really easy to do. Just click on this image and image size. So currently it's set to a width of 27 and 19.5, but our resolution is at 300 ppi. And normally this is ticked when you open up an image. So what we want to do is unclick this and then set it to 300. So that's our maximum print size that we can print without having to worry about enlarging the picture and the risk of it becoming pixelated when we do it. Okay, with that done, we can now start looking at our different print size options. This involves a little bit of work, but as I say, it takes out all of the guesswork, takes out all of the number crunching. Don't need a calculator for this, and it's very, very quick and easy to do. So the first thing we need to do is create a new layer, and we can do this in a number of different ways. The first option is just down here on the bottom right. We can just click on that little icon there to create a new layer, or we can go up the top here where it says layer, select new layer, and then layer 1, just click OK. So this gives us what you can see from this black and white grid. It means it's transparent. So what we need to do is fill it with white. This will be our paper white, if you like. So we go to edit and fill, and where it says contents, we want it to be white. There is a drop box here, so the white is usually down the bottom. Just click on that and click OK. Now this turns the whole page white. What we want to do is move this underneath, but at the minute, as you can see, we're getting that no chance icon coming up, and that's because the background layer is locked. And to unlock it, we just simply click on with the left click on here, which turns it into layer 0, and we can then move this underneath, and we've got our picture back. Now we need to create one more layer, and then that's it. There's no more layers after this. So I'll go for the bottom option here. Just click on that, just drag that to the top, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw a diagonal line from the top left to the bottom right. And to do this, you can either use your pencil or your brush tool. I'm going to use my pencil tool here. Just make sure it's on a hard brush. I've got mine set to 9 pixels. It doesn't have to be. This is only a guideline, so we don't need too big a line to go through. So first thing we do is click on the top left, come down to the bottom right, and press and hold the shift key, and then click again. And there's our diagonal line. So any size that we print, we reduce to along this line, will fit that sheet exactly. Let's say, for example, if I pick a 30 centimeters, then to be a perfect fit, I would need a sheet that's 21.6 centimeters. So first off, let's just try some different sheet sizes first, and I'm currently set to centimeters at the top here. If I right click on the top, I can also select inches. So I'm going to go for let's go for a 14 by 12 inch and see what that looks like. So I can just click on this move tool at the top here, drag that along 14 to 12, and as you can see straight away, we've got quite a large gap between the top and the bottom, which could be fine depending on how big of a space you want. May find that that's okay for you. I want to try the next size down from that, which is a 14 by 11. Again, we're going to have a small gap at the bottom, which is fine. I can try different sizes just out of curiosity. So let's try 30 by 20. Yeah, let's get it on there, 30 by 20. You see that's going to give us a slight border at the side. Let's try an A3, 42, and 29.7. Yeah. I'm trying desperately not to keep zooming in and out, that's why I'm being a bit awkward. So you can see on there when we've got a slight border to the left and right, but that's not a problem at all, nothing too major. And we can also look at the A4 size of 29.7 and 21. And again, you'll see from there we've got a very tight border there, so that will probably fit on that really nicely. So I like the 14 by 11 because I want to have a title and I want to sign it and number it. So really simple to do, just right click, select our inches. I'm going to go to the 14 and 11. So now I need to just rescale my image layer, and to do that go to edit and free transform. You can also press the Control T button on your keyboard. At the top here you'll see we've got this W and H width and height with this little lock in the middle. If you don't have the lock engaged, you can do all sorts of weird and wonderful things to the proportions of your picture. To stop that from happening, what you need to do is just go back to free transform, is make sure this little lock is switched on, and now when we move up you'll see that that now is following that black line like so. I was happy with that. We can click OK. So now I can just crop down the image to suit. So I click on my crop tool, take that up to the guidelines, and click OK. I don't need this grid line anymore, so I can just turn that off. I can also right click on here and delete the layer, because I don't want to save it. I don't need it anymore. So now I can just play around. Now I can, if I want to, just move the picture down a little bit so it's got a bit more of a border at the top for the mount, for example. I can do anything like that, and then that's it. It was that easy to sort out. What I need to do now is click on File. Now you want to use Save As, because otherwise it'll overwrite your master file. So click on Save As, and this was my 14 by 11. So I'm going to change that to 14 by 11, so I know that that's the print size for that file. And then click Save. No compression. That's it. Click OK. Now it's saying there that increasing, because I've got my layer still included. So click on OK. And go Layer, and then just flatten image. That's it. That's your print file sorted. So I hope you found this video useful and much easier to do than trying to work it all out with a calculator and a scrap of A4 paper, working out all the different dimension options. Thank you very much for watching.